card players, what is Gucci and the booty? I am Wolfgang, 1/4 of Team Starwind, and we're back with another video. This video, my friends, is actually the first of its kind, a deck profile, and it's honestly on a deck that I built personally myself. I was up at like 2 a.m. after a tournament. Me and E were chilling in the living room and I built this deck, and I just kept it under wraps just because I knew this deck and the way like it was performing. I knew I wanted to take it to a tournament in New Hampshire at a venue called Neon Bomb. We recently had a box tournament, and unfortunately I did not win, but I was able to bring me to the top 4 cut, and so I was really happy with the way it performed. Unfortunately didn't win, but what can you do? So I'm going to show you guys this list, and I know the meta is like ending, it's over. We got a whole new set and a whole new type of card coming out, so the meta is going to completely change. So it's a little late on this, but you know, if you guys want to take it to a weeklies or just have some fun with it at home or whatever with your friends, whatever the case may be, by all means. So let's just get it straight into the list right now. All right guys, here you go, here you have it, and here is the list. As you guys can see, we have 21 forwards, 18 backups, and 11 summons. And as I was like taking the deck apart, because I didn't do any ratios before, I was just like I was like, okay, I want to run that, blah blah blah. And so when I was taking the deck apart and looking at the ratios, I was like, dude, I'm only running 21 forwards. I had no idea. But so yeah, let's start it off. Let's get right into the forwards. We have 3 Alcid because we are running Lightning and we want this to be a strong competitive deck. So we are running the Alcid combo. So we do have 3 Alcids and 3 Onion Knights. Yes, 3 Onion Knights, because that's 11,000 damage. Or yeah, 11,000 damage. Also, it's a 12,000 swing. Also, it's 2 6K blockers. Yes, we need that package in here. And then we have 3 Warrior of Light because he is a light forward. And honestly, I didn't even have any thought about using Cloud. I don't really like Cloud, in all honesty. Like, I mean, he's a good card, don't get me wrong, it's good. He has Brave, which is great, and his special ability, you can just knock off somebody. But the only problem I have with Cloud is that he is not a threat immediately. So what I mean is, like, you play him and then you have to wait for it to come back around in order for him to get a threat. Now, don't get me wrong, like when it comes back around, he's a force to be reckoned with. But all my other light forwards, they do something immediately. Warrior of Light, we call him Wall, so that's what I was about to say. But Warrior of Light, he doesn't like actively do anything, but he just sits there and he minuses 2,000 power. That comes in effect as soon as he hits the board. So he's hard to interact with, or harder to interact with. I'm running 2 Zidane, when you guys know Zidane, when he hits the board, you get to choose one of 3 options. He's just a good card all around. Also works with the Final Fantasy 9 package. And then I have the 2-drop Onion Knight, which the light 2-drop Onion Knight, which he comes down quick swing, bang. You know what I'm saying? Turn 1, you get that quick swing, bang. He just comes down. All my forwards come down and do something immediately. Cloud, I didn't even try him out. I wanted to try him out, but every time it came down to it, I was just like, I can't do it. I cannot do it. But so yeah, let's continue on. So 3 Warrior of Light, 3 Steiner, because we are running the Final Fantasy 9 package. So definitely 3 Steiners. We have 2 Onion Knight, like I said, need those light cards. 2 Zidane, need those light cards, works with the Final Fantasy 9 package. We run 2 starter deck Garnet because this is using the light package. Like, I think the original light deck was like a mono water light deck, was it, or a water wind light deck, something like that. I don't really know exactly like how the original light deck ran. I just kind of like got the gist of it. I was like, you need a lot of light cards and you need the filter cards. So that's kind of what I was like, that's how I built my deck, with that thought process in mind. But the starter deck Garnet, because we are running 3 Moogles and 1 Fairy. So 2 starter deck Garnet. We got 2 Rigdia, and one Protect VB. because it works with the Final Fantasy 9 package. You're running 3 Cosmos, so you're almost always gonna see in the amount of filter and draw and just how much you're going through your deck, you're gonna run into your Cosmos. No, undoubtedly, you're gonna run into it. You're gonna run into more than you want, actually. So that VV, you're gonna be able to use it, and I used it so many times. That one Pro Tech VV just came and clutch so many times. So that is the forward lineup, guys and gals. And so let's move on to the backups. So we're running 3 Cosmos because it is a light deck, so we're gonna definitely need 3 Cosmos. 3 Merlwyb, which I'm not gonna say never, I almost never actually manually played it to the board. There was some games where I did play it just because I needed that filter, or it was the only backup I had, or whatever the case may be. But most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it was either CP cost or I was hitting it off of the EX burst, which is what I wanted it for. We have 3 power reducing Black Mage. This card is phenomenal. Such a good card. If you play 2, if you got it in you, play 2, you're reducing damage by 8,000. Reducing somebody's power by 8,000. So you're getting over Minwu. It gets over Warrior of Light's ability. And it makes it so that if you do just play 1, and you can use your Alcid combo to knock off somebody. So this card is such a good card. I think if you're running Lightning, you should always, in my opinion, if you're running Lightning, you should always be running 3 of these Black Mages. They are so unbelievably good. It's undoubtedly good. You can't go wrong with it. You need that in your life. Moving on, we have 2 Ico. We run 11 summons, so this card came in the clutch so many times. I was able to, using my filter, I'm able to drop off an Ultima or drop off anything. So many times I dumped off a Leviathan without even thinking about it. Like, I just normally, I used to just hold on to them. I'm like, no, Levy's is precious, my precious. But nah, like, I jumped off. It was one game, early game, jumped off 2 of them early. I just don't have to think about it because with Ico I can get it right back. But 9 times out of 10, I didn't even get back the Leviathans with Ico. I got back Ultima because that card is what runs this entire deck. You board wipe your person. The most I've knocked off with Ultima, I think, is either 12 or 14. Definitely 12. I don't remember if I hit 14 or not, but definitely 12. I don't even think about it. I'm like, oh, you got that many? Gone. See you later. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Ico is a good card. 2 of, works in the 9 package. Let's move on. So we have 2 of the Black Mage that destroy a damage forward. I mean, honestly, what more can I say with that? You Alcid combo. Next turn you block, you crack off your Black Mage, kill them. The Alcid combo just work, or you you Alcid into Rigdia to damage something else, and you knock off 2 forwards. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you can't go wrong with having at least 2 of these Black Mages. They're really good. So yeah, one of my favorite honestly, my favorite Lightning backup combo right now is to run 3 power reducing Black Mage, 2 damage destroying Black Mage, and 1 of the 3 knockoff Black Mage. That's somebody's the trash dumpster is outside, so if you guys hear some weird noise in the background, that's what that is. But let's just move on because I'm pretty sure I'm rambling. We have 2 Artemisian because you guys know that is like one of my favorite water backups. It's just extremely good, and you can't go wrong with that quick mulligan. It's like a re-mulligan. You get what I'm saying? You got a hand, it's like 2 cards that you really want and the rest suck. Put those to the bottom of the deck, draw up some more. You know what I'm saying? So 2 RD is really good. It's also a Final Fantasy 9 character, so it works with Zidane and the whole Final Fantasy 9 package. You just can't go wrong with that. We got a 1 of Gramis, and many times honestly, I contemplated on taking this card out of the deck, and it was just because the deck filters and draws so much. I am almost always seeing my Alcids, and it was just like I was most of the time using Gramis for CP, you get me? So it was like I just didn't need it, But there was some times where I would activate Gramis to search out my Alcid, so I couldn't quite let it go. But I did want to take out that Gramis for a second Minwoo, which honestly I should have, because not having a Minwoo out is what caused me to lose in top 4. But you live and you learn, right? So next up we have one Black Mage, which I was talking about, the Opus 3 Black Mage. You knock off a 3-drop or less. I mean, just to get rid of those problem cards, you got Garnet, who is annoying. You got Cognazo, who is the bane of my existence. He gets over Alcid. He gets over way too much, more than I like. He gets over Warrior of Light. He is such a little jerk. So cards like Black Mage, get rid of those cards, no issue, no problem. So definitely a one of. I run it all in, like, I think that card should be run of as a one of in almost every Lightning deck, but that's my opinion. Take it as you will. Next up we have a one of Minwoo, because I feel like if you're running water, you're gonna run at least one Minwoo. I love that card. It I don't say reduces damage. No, you take no damage. So you combine that card with Warrior of Light, and bruh, your opponent is having a bad day. So I really like that card. Honestly, I should have taken out. I wish I would have taken out Gramis for another Minwoo, because I ended up losing to Zondi. Emperor Zondi in top 4 just took me out. It was painful, man. But yeah. So moving on, let's go to the summons. We have 11 of them. We have 3 Moogle for that draw and filter. We have 3 Leviathan, because Leviathan hitting it off the EX burst, cracking, sending the forward back. I mean, dude, oh, let me tell you guys, it was just yesterday, somebody had summoned Lena into and brought out Go-Go, and all I had on my field was Alcid. Had an Onion Knight in my hand. My turn, I play Leviathan on my Alcid. His Go-Go dies, and then I Alcid combo his Lena. It was a phenomenal play that I felt really good about myself about. I patted myself on the back after that play. But Leviathan is a really good card. We have 2 Ultima, because that card is the deck pretty much. There was even sometimes I wanted to run 3 Ultima, just because I just always wanted to see that card, and I want to be able to dump it and get it back with Ico, whatever the case may be. Just like sometimes I ran into a Golbez deck yesterday, and both of them were at the bottom of the deck. I know it was like a one-off chance, but it's just what happened. And in that moment, I really wish I had 3 Ultima. But moving on, we run 2 Odin, and at first this was 2 Cyclops, and it was nice. I liked running it. It was good. But the only problem was that Ultima, it lets all light and dark forwards live. So I would run into issues where I'm facing my opponent and he would have like Emperor on the board, or the Emperor on the board or something like that, and Cyclops wasn't doing it for me. There had to be some kind of interaction. Most people just let Emperor sit on the board unless your board's open and they swing. So it was causing me issues, and I realized that I don't really need Cyclops. I don't need to interact with you at all. I'm gonna Ultima you. I'm gonna wipe your board. So forget trying to interact with you. So I sided out. I took out the 2 Cyclops for 2 Odins, and the deck, it just worked way better. Everything was a lot more fluent, and it just all came into place as it should. Then I have a fairy, which surprisingly, believe it or not, I use this card on my opponent's forward so many times, more times than I could even like to admit, because I'd have the Alcid combo in my hand, and as you guys know, you can't do it on adult forward. So you play fairy on your opponent's forward, you draw a card, and then you Alcid combo their forward. I did that more times than I could even I thought I would ever do. Such a good play, such a good combo. But not only that, you can swing with your forward, summon Garnet. You guys know the play. Swing with your forward, summon Garnet, activate fairy, reactivate your forward, draw your card. It's just a really good card. But all around, this deck, guys, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I really liked it. I'm sad that the meta is ending, because I wanted to take it to more big events. Maybe I could keep it together depending on what the new set's looking like, but I don't know. But yeah, this is the list right here, guys. And I actually had a duel with it, so let's get to that. All right, dudes and dudettes, this, my friends, is a ferocious battle between myself, who is on the left, and my good buddy Quack, aka Harry, which is his real name, or it's actually pronounced Wook, but it's Quoc, so I call him Quack. But that's my homie. So he's using a water wind deck, I believe it is. Yep, you can see him jumping the veil for the Riku. And you guys already know what I'm using. This lightning water light deck. So let's see how it goes. We dump a black mage to play a black mage, and we pass turn. So we're both starting off pretty good, pretty average, honestly. First turn, drop a 2-drop back up, and now it looks like he's doing some debating already. He's already doing some debating over there. But I guess he doesn't like his hand too much, so he plays 2 to drop Barbarisha, using her ability to no effect, really, essentially. So that's quite unfortunate. But he does have a forward on the board, and that's not really what you want to see turn 2. You don't want to see this big old forward on the board. So it's like, do you play a game or do you play a forward? And it looks like we just decided to play our game. Oh, I'm like, I just cheated, but no, I dumped the Moogle to play Ico. So we're gonna eat that first point of damage, -3. Oh, this is when this is before I updated my deck. So this is like when I was kind of like in my testing stages of the deck. Like I said, I didn't record any current matches with the deck just because I was trying to keep it under wraps so I could play it for the box tournament without people knowing what I was running. So I just played with other decks, but at the time I was running Cyclops, and as you guys saw, I just didn't do much in that situation. But even if it was Odin, it wouldn't do much in that situation. But that's what we lost. But he plays a dancer, and we play two backups. I was like rambling. I didn't even see what I just all of a sudden went from 2 backups to 4. So it looks like we played 2 backups in one turn. We lose an Onion Knight, and then we lose an Ultima. So right now it's not looking too good. He's taking those are 2 of our money cards right there. But we draw into another Onion Knight, so that's good. That's pleasant. We can just swing through for a quick point of damage, but then we're gonna be down. He's gonna be able to swing on us for 2 more points. We're just gonna be down. So I'm not sure exactly what's in my hand, but I'm very interested in seeing how we're gonna get out of this situation that we're currently in. I see that Protect one of Vivi. I don't know how many cards he has in his hand, but let's see. So we tap 2 and pitch. Oh, he has 4 cards in hand. So we can kill off the Barbarisha, that Protect Vivi. But I tapped the Cosmos, so apparently we're not playing Vivi this turn. But let's see. So I tap 2, discard Steiner to play Warrior of Light. Okay, so I play Warrior of Light. I kind of did that backwards. I should have swung with the Onion Knight first and then play Warrior of Light. But you guys see where I was going with it. That's kind of like a pro error right there. Never ever summon and then swing. Always, if you have a swinger, swing with the swinger first and then make your plays after that. I try to do that as often as possible, but you know, no one is perfect. We make mistakes. Yeah, and and I could tell this is the earlier version of the build, because most of the cards you see on the field are now foiled out. Like once I started seeing the consistency and honestly the full power value of the deck, I decided to just foil it out. I'm short like 6 or 7 cards of foiling in my deck right now, and unfortunately the meta is ending with this new set coming out in like 2 to 3 weeks. But whatever, I don't care. I want to foil it out while I can, while I'm still using it. And you see right here, he plays the Archer, which is very unfortunate for us because he can just like, let's see, he can board wipe us right now. He can just knock off the Cosmos and kill the Warrior of Light and Onion Knight, that's the downfall to this deck, is that is a possibility of happening. But I mean, it's not something heavy to worry about. Like, yes, you should worry about it, but like it's not a reason to not run the deck. You just have to be very aware of that and kind of try and play around that. Don't play too many light boards at once or whatever. But yep, so we decide to play the Protect VV to crack off his Barbarisha. And let's see, he did nothing. He has no response, no rebuttal. And we swing with the Warrior of Light, the Onion Knight, and oh, he ran into a Famfrit. And does he decide to use it is the question. Nope, he decides not to use it, and we're gonna pass turn. So right now we're kind of scared. We're kind of on edge. I don't know, or I don't remember honestly if he's gonna remember to use the Archer, but right now he can just take us out. That's the only problem. So I'm pretty sure I was like shaking in my boots at this point, because you never want that to happen. Our deck is supposed to be the one doing the board wipe. You don't want to run into somebody board wiping you. But let's see what Quack decides to do next. He discards a Minwoo to play Yuna, because this deck doesn't do any damage at all. Oh, he's activating the Archer. No, he activates Archer. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, so he as you guys saw me, I was about to get rid of the Warrior. Like, I was about to toss it, but he decides to do it on the Ico instead of the Cosmos. I guess he didn't want me to have anything to use, but so he activates Veil 4 and then activates Dancer's ability to kill my VV. And then he activates what is that, Dancer 2? I believe that's Dancer 2, the backup's ability to kill off my Onion Knight. Didn't work on the Warrior Light, which is very unfortunate for him. I wonder if he could have did all the same. Yeah, he could have. Yeah, if he would have just knocked off, he could have completely wiped my board with that play if he would have just knocked off my Cosmos instead of the Ico. But I guess he didn't want me to respond with something. But hey, I suppose you live and you learn. But I swing first. I did it right this time. Swing first, and then I summon my Steiner. Dumping Mughal, searching out the Zidane. And am I gonna play it? Would you play it? Should you play it? Depends what's in hand, but I definitely want to play it. I mean, he doesn't have Archer on the board anymore, so there's no harm, no foul in playing it, quite honestly. And you see I held on. What? I didn't have no choice, but you see I have the other Cosmos in hand, so if he was to knock off my Cosmos, I can just play the other one. So I would lose 2 forwards, but I have my Cosmos right back and ready, so I can just play my game like I want to again. But let's see here. So we play the Zidane for the draw. We have 4 cards in hand. We've got 3 backups, 3 forwards on the board. We're doing and feeling good right about now. Feeling good right about now. So let's see what Quack decides to do. He's just got this. He's got his dance. He's got his Lonely Dancers on the board. They doing a bachata slide on the board right now. They can't do much else, but they doing that bachata slide pretty hard right now on us. So let's see what else he decides to do, if anything. Hopefully nothing. We always hope our opponent can do nothing, but he's doing some serious debating and contemplating right now. Okay, so he dumps Summoner. Taps 2 to play Waka Flocka Flame. What else? Looks like he's doing more debating and contemplating. While he does that, I'm gonna hydrate, if you guys and gals don't mind. He ends up just passing turn. Ooh, we draw the Ultima. Now every time I draw Ultima, I always look immediately at this is kind of a tell, so if you guys face me, this is my tell right here. When I draw Ultima, I immediately look to see how many rewards I have So because I know I'm gonna board wipe and I know I'm gonna be swinging through for some points of damage, so I immediately look. I got 4. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get 1 or 2 more because Ultima is always my kill shot. I mean, you're making your deck evaporate, so I never want to use Ultima unless it's for a kill shot or unless my opponent is just overwhelming me. In that case, I use it like it's a Shantado. I'm like, all right, you know what? You're doing too much. Hold this. But we decide to, we're just gonna tap the Cosmos and play a Moogle, and we're gonna dump the extra Cosmos since he does not have a Dancer and the Cosmos is just in hand doing nothing. I mean, Dancer. He doesn't have Archer out, so Cosmos is in hand doing nothing. And let's see what we decide to do next. We got a real full hand of cards right now. So we swing with the Warrior of Light. Oh no, we're activating Warrior of Light on his Waka Flocka Flame. Okay, so we're gonna take out Waka, and then we're gonna swing with the Zidane. Boom. I mean with the Signer, and then with the Zidane. Boom and boom. Ooh, look at that foil Waka. Okay, so now this is it. This is the kill shot. Now it doesn't matter what happens next unless he has like the ice summoner. So there's nothing he can do that will stop the oncoming board wipe. And we have 5 cards in here, or am I cheating? I thought I had like a full hand of cards. Full hand of cards? Yeah, full hand of cards. Can I say that? Full hand of cards. Yeah, that's right. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he just scoops it up. Okay, he wraps it up. He's like, there's nothing we can do. And that's it. I mean, we did have Ultima in hand anyway, so we was going to swing through for a point of damage regardless. We shake it out because Quark is the man, but that is the end of the game, and that's essentially how the deck runs. All right, dudes and dudettes, there you go. There you have it. That's my deck profile, man. The Lightning Water Light deck. I call the deck Top 4 because it brought me to top 4 in a 24-man tournament, so I was really proud of that. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.